This is Oklahoma's own News 9.
A Ukrainian counteroffensive this month has shown surprising success in putting the Russian army on the retreat.
U.S. leaders want to help keep that going, which means getting Congress to approve more funding for weapons and other support. News 9's Alex Cameron has details from our Washington bureau.
It's been nearly 4 months since Congress last approved aid for Ukraine, a $40 billion weapons and assistance package intended to last through the end of September. The question for lawmakers now is, do they support spending still more to keep the Ukrainian military well armed?
I do support getting more weapons to Ukraine because it's obvious they're showing effectiveness in this.
Ukrainian forces, since the start of the month, have retaken more than 1,000 square miles near Kharkiv with guts and determination, but also with the help of U.S. weapons and weapons systems, which many Republicans say the administration has been too slow to provide.
So now there are some systems that are getting on the ground, and sure enough, you're seeing Ukraine make some great progress.
To keep the momentum going, the administration is asking Congress for another $12 billion. Senator Langford says first he wants more information on how the previous allocation's been spent and how U.S. weapons systems have been used.
To make sure they're actually getting to the spot to be most effective on it, and whether that's the right dollar amount or not. So there's a lot of questions that are reasonable to be able to ask.
My question is why couldn't we take a small portion of that, $1 billion, $2 billion, and secure our southern border?
Congressman Kevin Hern accuses the administration of putting the security of Ukraine above the security of American citizens. And until he sees that change, he says he's not likely to vote yes on Ukraine aid.
Yeah, I think putting America first is not a bad thing. Doesn't mean we don't support Ukraine, but the position is why don't we support the United States of America in protecting our sovereignty as well?
Hern was the lone member of the delegation to vote against the $40 billion aid package back in May. From our Washington bureau, I'm Oklahoma's own Alex Cameron.